everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. We're back in the desert village. I finished up the wall like I promised I would in the last episode, and then you'll see I have some more stuff done here. But it looks pretty nice. I can't complain about it in any way, shape, or form. It's definitely, got a little bit of a grungy look to it. And then we have it continued on over on this side. This side's a little less polished, but I figured it didn't need to be super amazing. It's the back wall of our place, but it definitely still looks, the same as the other side. And then we have a little back exit here as well. You also see I put in a path, simply made of andesite, gravel, and some spruce wood. It's just randomly placed blocks, just going down. If you really want me to do a video on this, I will. This is a little messy over here, but I mean, it still works out. We may fill this in eventually depending on what we're doing here. And then we come to the main town square, and you'll see I have some orange wool placed down just for what I want to be put in this area in terms of building wise. I think we're going to work in this space today, and we're going to build a little tavern there, but then we have our little path up and over here. You will see also I put in a little bit of terrain. I have some dead trees just made from acacia wood. Acacia wood goes pretty well in this setting because of the orangeness of orange sand, orange sandstone, stuff like that. Red sandstone, but it looks orange. To make these trees, pretty simple. You're just going to grab a acacia sapling. We'll actually need that bone meal back. You're going to place it down. We'll put another one, right here is fine. We're going to grow that, and then just get rid of all the leaves. And then you're just going to shape the tree around the wood to give it a larger and dead feeling. You can do more. You could throw some cobwebs on there, stuff like that. But my thinking was that just these dead trees could show that we're in a desert, that you're far away from the river over there, and you wouldn't get a ton of nutrients out here. But then you can just kind of take some wood and build up, maybe build out one, up one, maybe go another out here, another up there, and suddenly you have a little dead tree going on. Not the best one, I spent more time on those obviously. If you want to know how to do this little sparse coarse dirt that I did here, and I have some more over there and some more over there, I used Voxel Sniper. If you don't know what it is and you would like a little tutorial of how to use it, I will do that, but I'm not going to go into detail here. It basically just allows you to paint onto the terrain without really placing blocks. I also have a little campfire set up over here with a little log, and for those of you that are going to say, oh, campfires in the desert, that's great. It actually gets really, really cold in deserts at night. So campfires would be necessary and heating would be necessary. But let's talk about this spot here today. We want to build a little tavern. And it's not going to be the most super amazing tavern that you've ever seen in your entire life. It's going to be a pretty simple little tavern. Not a ton of detail inside. I'm more looking at the outside stuff here. But we're just going to grab our pallet that we're going to be building with. We'll grab our spruce fences. And this should be good for right now. So let's first build out. We want to do kind of out like this, maybe 6 there, and then another 4 there, and we will get rid of that. Well, let's make our entrance go, I kind of want to jut this out like that, and then we're going to make our entrance go. It's going to be, how do I want to do this? We're going to go like this, we're going to have this, and then we're going to have some sandstone here. And this is one of those times where I'm using the smooth sandstone a lot more, only because we'd be in a little wealthier area of town, and they would have the resources to have the chiseled stone. So we're kind of thinking a little bit into the monetary values of our town that we got going on here. We'll bring that up. We're just making a basic frame of our place right now. And we're going to go across here and up like that. And then over. And that's going to be our door entrance. This right here is going to be this. Looks okay. We're going to do that here as well. And then these are just going to be windows that we'll do with spruce wood. It makes for a little open window I'll pop up a picture of what a Egyptian house would have looked like. So, you know, we're basing things off of that. Not super tightly, but loosely we are. So we'll get this over here, and we're going to want to clean out this area. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so there we go. That's all cleaned out. And you want to be careful. You still want to make the place look natural in the way it molds into the terrain, but you still want to get a feeling like you have a, you know, a decent building here. Now we're gonna build. How do I actually kind of like just running it like this, and then coming over here, and then this is going to be our back wall, and then we'll just cut it into the corner here and bring this up. And you'll see why I'm doing this shortly, but it's going to make for kind of a homey. The taverns in Egyptian times, from what I've seen from some research, they were kind of more just big open spaces where people would come in. You know, there wasn't a bartender probably in the back or anything. It was just more a big open space with some stools that people would go and sit on, and everybody would just go in and hang out and stuff. So we want to keep that similar feel going. We're going to pop in a window right there, even though, you know, it's on the side. But this is pretty basic for what we're going to be doing. Let's go up one more here, and then we'll bring this over. I think I am going to keep the height of the windows as is, because then we're going to pop on some top things here. Just want to give this as much texture on the outside because these houses are blocky. That's probably one of the reasons why I started with a Egyptian desert setting, because the houses are actually incredibly easy to make, and we're going to be able to make them in bulk, and they're going to look good because they're fitting in the environment that we're making. So now let's go across right here, and that's going to, on the inside, look fine. Build up this wall. And we're going to keep in mind that we're going to have a probably wooden floor in here. So let me film this floor real quick. Okay, so now we have a nice simple floor in here. It's nothing extravagant, but it's going to be fine for what we're doing. We're going to stick in a little support beam right there. And thinking back to this wood, we could probably do like, you know, some wood going up right here. Put some wood going up right here. Maybe another right here. Just to add that extra texture outside. I do like how that looks. And we'll throw in one, you know, right here is fine. Just gives it a little bit more. But then here we're going to prop up the top of our place here. We're going to go up one. We're going to fill in the ceiling for how we have it right now. The second floor isn't going to be accessible on the inside. It's just going to be for, honestly, just appearance. There will be no way to access the little room we're going to put, but it's going to look nice on the outside, and that's kind of what we're going for. If I wanted to do interior stuff, I would have a whole series devoted to interior design. We will do a little bit in here, but nothing extravagant. So let's fill this in. Okay, and now we can work on this top part, in which I'm just going to do a small little sandstone square up here. And then we're going to essentially put what we just had down here up. So maybe, you know, across here. And then up and across here, and you're probably telling me that this looks like crap right now, and it very well might. We're gonna see, but I think that in the end it's gonna look okay. Okay, so there's what we have. I actually kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. We still have to put in our entire ceiling, to be honest, and this is where I'm gonna do a little bit of world edit. For those of you that don't know what world edit is, it's a building tool that allows you to do some pretty fast placement of blocks. So we can just do this, set wooden slab, I believe one will do spruce, no, wooden slab, :1. There we go. That will put in our slabs real nice and quick. It's just an easy way to build blocks quicker. But we're going to fill in this entire roof setting here. into back here, fill in here. It will look a little bit odd if you're, you know, coming down the mountain on the back, but I mean, it's staggered and built like this for a reason, and will look fine no matter what. So I guess in ancient times, maybe a guy would get trashed on Egyptian whiskey and then run up on the ceiling up here. Hey, not my city, not my rules, but I'm sure that they had some kind of regulation for that. We will put a little ceiling on top of here as well. Yeah, pop that. My mouse has been acting funky lately, but we'll pop that on, and that looks fine. So the flat roof works for the Egyptian setting, not for a lot. I actually like the flat roof on modern houses too, but we'll chop off the sides here. But for Egyptian, it honestly does look well. Well, look good, not well. Wrong use of well there. But we'll pop in our fences. As so. And this is going to be our primary windows for this city. We're just going to use the fences. Despite having literally all the means to glass possible, it would have maybe been a little bit harder for them to smelt glass in Egyptian times, so we'll roll with not using it. We will put in these little wood pillars here. Once again, it just adds a little bit more texture to the area. We'll bring this one all the way up. Even more support. From there, you could put these on top of these. It doesn't look terrible. It actually looks pretty okay. Put another one there, another one there, another one there. Gotta bring this up and then place one there. And this is basically the basis of our tavern. Is it amazing? No, but it's definitely, you know, a big part of the town where people can come in, dance, hang out, get drunk, do whatever they're desiring to do. Come in here and add some more detail in. Some more detail-y stuff you can do. Wooden buttons and stone buttons can make all the difference in terms of detail. So let's head down here. We'll grab wooden buttons to start, and we'll place those on the sides of the building. Just gives it a tiny bit more dimension to the place. You don't want to go overboard with it, just, you know, here and there with them. If you placed all of them on every block, it's going to look really bad, but that just gives it like little knobs, maybe they screwed in places. And then you also want on the wood itself, like they were bolted in. I use buttons as decoration more than I use buttons in redstone. Okay, that looks fine. We'll also head in here. We're going to place down a door. We're going to go with the spruce door, just to keep with our theme here. Come in, and here's our inside. We will place some torches. We'll do a little bit of interior here and then call it an episode. Place some torches there. Maybe we want to have a fireplace here in the back. That would almost be kind of cool. We'll knock out the corners, kind of build up, build like that. We will grab a stair. That's a pretty impromptu, quick fireplace. Head up, and then bring this all the way up. And then we can also add a little kind of chimney up on top. First we gotta actually fly out of here. Where is this gonna pop up? I have no idea. Over here somewhere. Right here, actually. No. Right here? Yeah, right here. Okay, so we'll bring this all the way up, and then do a little bit of a doohickey guy right here. Maybe over, and then another up. And just gives a little bit of a chimney on top of there. If they were to, you know, burn a fire in here, get it nice and toasty in the late afternoons and early nights. Okay, that looks fine. We can also add in a little bit of texture in our walls, throw in some chiseled in there, as so. It's all just little detail work you can do here and there. Another one there is fine. We'll light our fire, grab some netherrack, so this is always burning. We don't have to worry about the place burning down. I turned off fire spread, so it allows us to do some work with fire and build with it. But that gives that a little bit, and then we'll just add in some stumps for some people to sit on around our tavern. And this is basically, I'll throw up a graphic of what the taverns look like, but this is not exactly abnormal for what they look like. There's not a ton of pictures, obviously, but you can throw in maybe some trapdoors on some walls, just to add in some extra detail. Like I said, interior design is not the goal here, so this isn't at all good, but it works, so that's what we're going for. So there's our tavern that we made. We can throw in some more detail outside, maybe, you know, I'm gonna go with some barrels kind of right here, which can be done by simply putting some trapdoors on some crafting tables, and suddenly it looks like you have some barrels hanging out on the outside. We can maybe throw in some leaves, acacia, just kind of chuck them down around the side. If they have the wood, they definitely have the leaves, so that's a good way to do some decoration, is just throw them some leaves. There we go, there's our tavern. It's not the best, but it's definitely going to do. Next episode, we're going to work on getting some residential houses in, which are going to be up in this area. We're going to maybe make like 5 or 6 of them. It'll be sped up, more time-lapsey. I'll make one on cam and then do a bunch separately. And then give me ideas for what you think these should be in here, because I'm not positive what I want to put in these yet. I know we needed a tavern, but that's about it. There will be a well right here, and we'll make that in a soon episode as well. But thank you guys for watching. This was the Let's Build a Desert Village, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!